Hello, everyone. Welcome. It is Thursday, March 10th, 2022. I am Solid Blue Sister, and this is My Turn to Talk. Welcome, Frankie, and welcome, Class 1 Pro. You are numbers 1 and 2. Welcome. Bara, welcome. You are number 3. They always say the third time's a charm. Okay, so we are going to get started. Welcome, Petty Deb. So today we are going to talk about getting gifts that you don't necessarily want. Thank you, but so what do you do when people buy things or do things for you that you don't care for, or it's just not you? Yes, you say thank you, but is it better to decline and save the person money? If you constantly tell people something, it is not your thing or your taste, and they either don't listen or ignore you, what do you do? So, growing up, um, for Christmas, uh, I used to get things. My parents would would give me things that I didn't want, and my mother would always tell me, "You have this look on your face that just says it all." And she would say, "Never mind, I'll just take it back." And she would literally snatch it out of my hand, and she would take it back, you know. And she says, "You need to learn how to tell people, either thank you, but no thank you, or accept a gift graciously, even though you don't like it." Well, I never said anything, but as you said, my face, would say it all. So, what do you do when people give you a gift that you don't care for? Um, Most gifts that I receive, I truly like. And if I don't, I do tell the person, but I try, I try to say it, in a way where, you know, it doesn't hurt their feelings, because if they can take it back and get their money back, I would prefer for them to take the gift back and get their money back, because all it would do is just sit around in my house, and I don't think that's fair to the person that gave it to me. So that may sound like hard and harsh, or whatever, but seriously, I mean, what do you do? So that's my opening, and if anyone wants to join in, you are more than welcome. And welcome, Scooter. Okay, so I guess my whole thing is there a polite way to say no thank you? Okay, Deb, I see you. See, popping has been a little delayed. I see that you're a speaker, but I don't see you on my panel. So let me try this again. Hmm. Okay, Deb, can you go out and come back in? I hate to ask you that, but I'm not seeing you on my panel. I know you're probably showing up on everyone else's, but I'm not seeing you on mine. Welcome, welcome, Juju. Oh, Frankie, do you want to say something? Okay, Deb, I'm not sure if you went out and you came back in. Can you go all the way out and come back in? I'm not seeing anyone. Okay. Frankie? Okay, that must have been an accident on her part. Okay, I apologize, guys. I'm having a little bit of trouble getting people on my panel. Okay, Deb, there you are. Okay, okay, Deb, you have the mic.
Oh, okay. Um, I would take the gift.
Yes, I can hear you.
I would take the gift and I would re-gift it that next.
Okay, wait, hold on, Deb. You have a bit of an echo.
What about now?
Better, much better. Thank you.
Oh, no problem. I just leaned to the other side. I would take it and I would re-gift it at Christmas time with one of those white elephant things.
Okay, so but what if someone continuously gives you a gift that you just don't like or don't want?
That's okay. Somebody's birthday is coming up. I have passed things on from regifted and regifted and regifted so many times with people, it came right back to me. But I just take it because one man's junk is another man's treasure. So yeah, I would take it, and especially if you're doing like white elephants at work. No, there might not be anybody there who likes the crap anyway. So they're gonna leave it on the table when they go home. So that's cool.
Okay, all right. So, does it matter if it was someone that you knew, meaning if it was a good friend or if it was a family member? Would you tell that person?
No. And
And
if it was a good friend or family member, even if I didn't like it, I would keep it because they took the time out to pick it up for me, to give it to. They took time. And so I respect the fact that they took time to think about giving me something because you could have just blew me off. You didn't have to think about whatever. But it's nice to know. For me, it's nice to know, if somebody thinks about you. I mean, I've had people give me rocks before. I've had this little kid, he gave me his favorite rock. This other guy, he came in and he gave me his lucky rock, and I still have them today
okay,
because
all right,
it meant something. My dad, for instance, he used to sit outside every day, watch all the kids come home, make sure everybody got in the house. Well, when he passed, each and every one of those kids, they buried him with something. One little girl, she buried him with flowers. Another one, he used to give my dad rocks all the time. He buried my dad with rocks. So all I'm saying is, people take time out to do that. That's all.
okay, all right. So, let me ask you then. Let's say someone gives you a gift every year, and it's something that's expensive, and you knew that maybe they couldn't necessarily afford it, but like you said, they took the time out to think about you, whatever. Um, but you didn't like it. But again, you knew that they, saved up whatever to give you this gift. Are you still going to accept this gift knowing you don't like it, knowing that they, went through some financial whatever in order to get this gift? Or would you politely turn them down so they can take the gift back and get their money back?
Uh, if See, they had to make a sacrifice to purchase the gift, and so the fact that you made that sacrifice for me, I'm just like that. My daughter says it's because I'm a love me, hate me, cancer type person. But I have a whole okay. When I went to Turkey, I bought a plate that cost $1,500, and I didn't even like it.
Okay, but you're not answering my question. I understand what you're saying, but I'm saying again,
I would
this
keep it.
person has so even though you would keep it, even though
Yep.
you don't care for it, but knowing, like you said, they made a sacrifice to give you this gift, but you don't like it. So
But I won't regift that. I
No,
have a
but okay,
whole
no, but it's still going to just sit in your closet or in the corner, and you're really not going to enjoy it because you don't like it. So if someone's going to take the time out to give you something that they, like I said, they saved up for or whatever, um, and that money comes hard for them, would you not just let them have it? Would you just again tell them nicely and have them take the gift back because they can use that money to pay rent. They can use that money to pay bills. Yeah, I understand what you're saying, but at the same time, it's like, if I'm giving you something and you don't really like it, and I spent my hard earned money, and I was, yes, I was trying to be nice and everything, but I could be paying an electric bill with that money. You're still gonna keep it? And again, I'm just playing both sides here, so I'm just asking.
no, I would definitely see, as I mentioned, I don't get rid of that type stuff. Yes, I would keep it because they made a sacrifice. It was a gesture. They worked hard to give me this, and I will appreciate it. I have a whole curio cabinet filled with things that people gave me. I don't like them, but at least I don't like them, but I'm honored at the fact that they love me enough to give me something because they didn't have to give me anything.
Okay, all right. And Juju says, I'm sorry, Scooter says, don't take away their joy. Joy is giving. Okay. Um, okay, Frankie, Juju loves you. All right. Juju says, I have a dish from Turkey and it's beautiful, gifted to me. And Jet Frankie says, I would give it back if I knew if they have a hard time financially. Okay. All right. So let me ask this then. And for anyone who's in the chat, and Deb, I'm coming back to you because you're the only one that is able to talk that's on the panel right now. But um, is there a polite way to tell someone you don't like a gift?
I wouldn't.
That's not why I asked you. My question is there a polite way? Do you think there's a polite way? I'm not saying you would do it, but I'm saying, do you think there is a polite way?
I don't know. I don't know. Honestly, I couldn't say that there. I don't know. I don't know. I haven't been there. I haven't been
Okay.
there.
Okay. Let me redirect the question a different way. What if I said, "Hey, Deb, um, I'm moving," and everyone moving is a pain. Okay, I'm moving. On Saturday, April 1st, or whatever. I'm just throwing that whatever, and I really need some help. Will you help me? And you really
Yes.
don't want to help me.
Yes.
So, okay, but again, I'm asking, okay, okay, I'm just asking, is there a polite way to say that no thanks? Is there a polite way to say no thanks? I'm not saying you would. I'm not saying you would say no. I'm just asking you, is there a polite way to say no, I can't, or no thanks, or whatever?
Okay. With an event, with the moving thing, yes. If you busy or whatever, yes, there's a polite way to say it. You can say, "I'm sorry, that just won't work for me."
Okay. All right. So I'm going back to the gift. Is there a polite way to tell someone no, thank you?
I'm sure there is, but I don't know it because I haven't entertained. I mean, I haven't had anything that I disliked that I gave back. Most of my okay, people who know me, I get some janky stuff from work. Okay, that's janky stuff. That's the crap that I get rid of. But the people who know me already know what I like, so I don't get janky stuff except at work during white
But
elephant.
you okay, but you okay, but you're making it personal to you. I'm just asking, is there just overall a way to say no, a polite way to say no thank you without making it personal to you? Is there a way to tell someone politely no thank you?
Yeah. Again, I have no idea. I have no idea. I'm sure there is. I just don't know it. I'm sure there is. I have very little tact. So, so I don't, I'm sure there is because there's a lot of people out there with tact, but I'm not the one. But like I said, if you take the time out, a gift is one thing. If you take the time out, that's cool. I'll take it because I know it was time. Even if I knew, well, first of all, most people, well, if my friends, if they have money issues, I don't even find out about it till 2 or 3 years later. Like I couldn't afford the heat. I couldn't do this. I couldn't do that. So my friends, I don't know what they can and cannot afford. I mean, I know you can't even look at people's vehicles and determine how much money they have. And so yeah, I imagine there is a nice way, but I don't know. I don't know what it is.
Okay. All right. Now, let's see. Class one says I would find a way to get the amount back to them without them ever knowing it was me. Things show up on front porches all the time. Got to be careful with that because we have those porch pirates. And then Balram says, yes, of course, there is a polite way, but the gifter usually will be offended regardless. Class says it would be a real good friend to turn it down. I'm sorry, it would have to be a real good friend to turn it down. Okay. And Frankie says, yes, thank you. Okay, I think you're saying thank you for thinking of me, but I'll have to pass. Okay, that's the answer. Um, Balaram says you could tell a person in the politest way, but they still might be offended, which is on them. And class says so you could communicate on that level with them. Juju, my aunt moved into her new home and told everyone don't buy anything for her home, buy a tree for the backyard. Okay, so you know, the reason why I'm asking this is because not only for instance this past um February my sister sent me a gift for my birthday, and it was the same gift that she sent me the the year prior, last year. And I really Deb, I'm gonna have to mute you for your background noise. Okay, so it was these chocolate covered cookies. They were like these Oreo things. Now, when I was younger, like younger, like younger, I loved cookies. I ate cookies like there were no tomorrow. But as you get older, you don't like sweets so much, whatever, and last year, I mean, I ended up giving them to my son, but I told my sister, she asked me, she says, so, did you like the cookies? How did they taste? Whatever. And I could have lied and I could have said, yeah, they were good. I told her that I had one, but I said, sweets are, not my thing. And I said, and then she asked me if my son liked them. I said, yeah. I said he ate the whole box, whatever. And she said, yeah. She says, I know you don't usually like gifts like that, but I knew when you were little that you like cookies. Now little, and I'm older now. Okay, so I said, well, if you get me something next year, can you give me something that I can like use that'll like stay around? And she said, okay. This year she got me the exact same thing, and I gave them to my son. So some people can say that I'm being rude, but I just don't think that people should spend money on something that you don't like. If I know you don't like something, I'm not going to go out and buy it for you. You may appreciate it, whatever, but it's a waste of my money to buy it for you. And if you don't like it, I want to get you something that you like. So, and I think that's why a lot of people give out gift cards now, because then you can go out and you can pick out your own thing. You know, Flowers. I don't like flowers. I think flowers are a waste of money. You get them and they die and that's it. Instead, give me a plant. I love plants. Give me something that I can, that I can enjoy and it can stay around for like years. So that may seem rude, but I mean, I don't know. So chill. Welcome. How are you? I hope you are having a wonderful day, dude. How are you?
Hey, what's happening?
Hey, hey, I mean, so much, but hey, dude, what is going on with you? Is that
Okay,
better?
all right. She's chumming me up. She chumming me up, y'all.
Well, you
I see
told
how
me,
she work.
you told me
You
and
know
Bob
what?
yesterday.
Yeah, you're right. Is this person your this you said this is your sister?
Yes.
Did I see her? I think I her she on my Instagram. She has Instagram.
I don't know, but I doubt very
I think she
seriously.
on my Instagram because I'm gonna snitch on you tomorrow. I'm gonna let her know that hey, she can't stand your gifts. Solid Blue can't stand your gifts. She can't stand them, bro.
I have a feeling that you're
No, I'm
talking
just
about
talking
the
stuff.
wrong person. Mm-hmm.
No, I'm talking stuff. No, but how dare you not like her gift? That's crazy. That is not nice. That is not nice at all. You should love her gift. It's from the
Well,
heart.
you missed the first part because I also would, my mother used to take Christmas gifts back because she would look at my face and she knew that I didn't like it, and that's
Uh,
another thing. It's like my sister and I,
I'm just
we
giving you a
would,
hard time. I mean,
but we would literally at Christmas we would switch, we would switch gifts. And my mother and father,
hmm
they would just sit there watching whatever, like, well, do you want this? Well, do you want this? Whatever, so I'm just saying that if you're spending money, give someone something that they like and they enjoy. And I understand that you may hurt the person's feelings, but
mm,
Jill, let me ask this. I asked Petty Deb this, so let me ask you: if someone
hmm
gave you a gift and they had a hard time financially, and you knew that they had to save up their money to get you this gift, and it was an expensive gift, but you didn't like it and you knew that they may have a hard time paying an electric bill or paying rent or
hmm
something, would you give it back or would you keep it?
Would I give it back? No, I mean it depends on the person. Some people are prideful when you do that. They're like, "What do you mean?" Like
Okay.
I say that would be disrespectful. I say, well, I did all this. I took you into consideration, and now you want to give it back? No. I mean, if I want to do something, I can give them a gift as well. That's a equivalent value that gives them value. That I know, hey, if, I don't know, just whatever it is, maybe I give them something that's more expensive than their gift that can be, I don't know, something that they can splurge in because people don't want gifts that, you know, I this is the thing. Like for a man, I'm learned. Like I'm a man's man. What you want? You want me to pay? You don't gotta get no roses or nothing. I'll pay some bills. You know what I'm saying? What you want? You gotta look, put this in your gas tank. I'm logical, but sometimes women don't want that. I learned. They want something. They don't buy me no cooking, no dang pots and pans. I want a nice furnace. You know what I'm saying? They want a nice. You know what I'm saying? They maybe want something nice. So you do that, get them a I don't know, what a fire stick or something, that they can use at home or something. They can't get them DVDs, right? Because nobody use those, right? So I don't know, pay for a subscription on Netflix or something, so they can have a convenience or something nice, or just take them out to dinner or something. So something like that in return would probably be best because if they did that like worked extra hours or something, you got to take that into consideration, and you want to be able to receive that. That's something that's a very valuable lesson I've been learning later in life. So yeah, I mean overall, I get what you're saying though. I mean, I'm the person when they ask me, "What do you think?" I'm gonna tell you the truth. I am that person, especially my family. My sister cooks, and sometimes she gets mad at me because she'll give me something like, "Hey, so what you like? You like it or not? The chicken was great. Sauce was nah. You know what I mean? But overall, I love you. I think I'm eat it regardless. Beggars can't be choosers. And I love I love the fact that you just cook for me. So I will let them know that hey, but at the end of the day, she likes it. She appreciates it, and she'll come back with something even better. She'll improve on it. So. You also have to think about that too. It gives them an ability to prove and to better themselves. You being uh, not
Okay,
necessarily
you have
knocking
really
down.
okay, you're going to have to come closer to your phone.
Oh, I'm not. I don't know. Uh, maybe it was my. Yeah,
Okay.
maybe I.
Just-
Yeah. Can you hear my better now?
Yes, you are. Thank you.
Okay, cool. My bad. So yeah. So for the most part, you got to give people availability to correct themselves and do better as well. So when you speak up, they know better. Now they can do better. So if they don't, it's on them. But I mean, I appreciate anything people give me to take out the time to give me. I'm not a good gift receiver. I can give them all day, but I'm not a good receiver. So I'm just learning to say thank you and move on. And if I want to do something for them, I'll do something for them in return. If I feel like it, but I'm doing it for my heart typically. So yeah.
And is that what it comes down to, that if you're not a good gift receiver, because I recently received a gift from Petty Deb that I was very surprised when I opened the box, and I truly liked this gift. It was something that was original, and something that I could use, and I really liked it. But there have been other times when people have given me gifts, and I'm just like, okay, and when you re-gift something, I kind of think that's an insult, that you're going to re-gift it to someone else. So, you're re-gifting something that someone else gave you. Does that dress just hang in your closet? Does that handbag that somebody, gave you, does it just sit there for the next 10 years until you have a garage sale? I mean, I don't know.
No, you wear it.
So
You wear it because your daughter gave it to you, and your
No,
husband
I'm
gave it
not.
to you.
No,
You
I'm
wear it
not talking
anyway.
about something. I'm not talking about something that my husband or my son gave me, because every Christmas I wear this necklace that my son gave me when he was in fourth grade, and it's this Christmas necklace. And now I know some of the things that my mother went through, because she wore stuff that my sister and I made her, whatever. And I wear this necklace, let's just say that I wear it every single Christmas. And it's not something that I would have picked out, but he made it, whatever. And I wear it every single Christmas. And he's what, almost 22. So no,
Cause
I understand the whole thing with the, with the husband and the wife and the kids, whatever. But but even for them, it's like, does it ever get to a point, like, if my son went out and bought me something that he knew that I really liked. But if I knew that he was struggling in some way, and that he needed to save his money, I would tell him to take it back, because I think that it's in the best interest of him. That if, I don't need this. And I've gotten to the point, at my age, I don't even get gifts, from my family anymore, because I don't I don't need anything. I don't want anything. You can just give me a birthday card, or just say, have happy birthday, Merry Christmas, Happy Mother's Day, and I am cool. I
mm,
don't need to go out to dinner. I don't need any of that stuff. I am a very low maintenance person. But you have some people who they do want dinner and what have you. But what if you take your girlfriend or boyfriend or husband, to a restaurant that they don't like? Or what if you plan something for a weekend and it's not their thing, and they're just sitting there and they're miserable, during the whole weekend because they don't like it? What do you do?
mm. You appreciate number one the gift, number one, but typically I would hope people who are giving gifts. This is a good form to learn that there's a skill in gift giving. If you're not sure, just give them some money or a gift card. I'm not keen on gift cards because that's a setup for losing them and then making free money. Definitely that happens all the time. Or you just don't spend a whole balance because it's $1, $3 left, and then you just throw it away. And so
Right.
that's how companies make money really off gift cards. So that's just a tidbit for that because I'm against gift cards. But give them some money when they see them crisp $50 bills in a card. That's fine, or just give them that money. I mean, or cash app them if you just want to. If it's just something monetary. I mean, overall, the thought that counts. But in reference, you probably should be a good gift giver. That's the thing. Know what people like, who they are, what they need. You probably want to ask that first. And if not, I mean, sometimes it's just not that worth it. Like it's a coworker just giving out gifts at the whatever. What you call it when you exchange the name exchange. So you get it, and who cares about regifting that? They'll never know that you regifted it. So I mean, you're at least giving it to somebody, and it's useful, or if you sell it, that's still useful. I mean, you can call it disrespect, whatever. It's going to some type of use. And if it's too expensive, like if my daughter was to buy me something ridiculous, like nah, baby girl, take this back, because our daddy ain't really. I don't even know Gucci this, Gucci that. That's silly to me. So that's nothing I deserve. I appreciate you and I love you, but here's your money back. You know what I'm saying? Or I will do that. If it's out of context like that, there's nothing wrong with that, especially if it's ridiculous.
Okay. So, Teddy Deb, what do you have a response for any of this?
Hey, oh, okay. So um, first of all, I hope I'm saying this, chill. I hope you're okay with whatever this stuff is going on in Ukraine, because I'm not. Number one, and then okay, wow, he said a lot. Yes, I know if people work really, really hard to give me a gift, if I give it back to them, they will be extremely hurt. Extremely. So, like Chill said, what I would do, which is an awesome idea, and I didn't even think about it. It's like, shoot, I got everybody cash app, So if they gave me this awesome gift and I knew how much this gift cost, I would cash out from that and just, not that day, but like later on that week or something, just say, I love you, or I might buy groceries and have them delivered to your house. If I,
You went out, Deb. I think you muted yourself by accident.
sorry, my cousin called, but those are the things I would do. I know when are hurting. I know. They don't have to tell me, but I know. I check out like little things. And so, I might take pizza over that night because I know that they can't afford to eat. So it's a two-way street. I don't have a lot of money, but a girlfriend of mine, she wanted to borrow $700 from me. And I know that's a lot of money. Could I afford to lose that money? No. But I knew she was going to pay it back. So yeah, it just, if somebody takes enough time out to give you something and they broke, yeah, but you can compensate them in different ways, I believe.
Okay, so if someone asks you to do something and they just said to you, I simply just cannot say yes. What do you think of that answer?
I, as far as telling them I simply cannot say yes.
Like you're asking them to do whatever. I mean, whatever it is you want them to do, and they just say, "I simply just cannot say yes."
I would delete their ass out my phone book,
Hmm. Interesting.
because that's not the first time they've told me that. I give you more than one time. I give you too many times.
But if
And
they but okay, so basically, then if someone doesn't tell you yes, then you're going to get mad.
no, if somebody doesn't tell me yes, okay, so I get it. I understand stuff happens. But people also develop a history. It's like, hey, every time you ask me to do this, I do it. And I've asked you to do just help me move one time and you can't. It's like, yeah, done. I'm over
Okay,
you.
but who's but okay, then I have to come back to you and say, well, whose fault is it? Is it your fault because
Mine.
right, because you keep doing things for them, and if you know that they're always going to say no, then instead of getting mad at them, then you just don't do for them if you know that they're always going to say no. And there are people that are like that. You always do for them, but they're never around for you. So at what point does something click in your head and say, I need to stop asking them?
When I get sick and tired of being screwed over.
Okay. All right. I'm
And
going to
well,
click.
that's not a time frame either. I mean, people, and I know everybody here on your panel, they know when you know when you get sick and tired, you get sick and tired, and you just gonna stop it right now.
Oh yeah, I do. And we've had conversations where it's like I just stopped it.
Right.
But I'm just saying though, at some point, like, um, if if someone asks me to do something for them and I do it,
Hmm.
and I ask them to do something for me and they can't do it, okay. Someone asks,
Oh,
the same person comes back and they ask me to do something for them again. Okay, I'll probably do it the second time. Then I ask them, whatever. They say no. Then the next time they come around and ask me, I'm going to say no. I'm not going to get pissed off at them or anything. I'm not going to delete them from my phone book or anything. I'm just going to say no. And they'll have to move on. They'll either understand why I said no, or even if they didn't, I'm not going to worry. I'm not going to worry about it. I'll still talk to you. I'm just not going to do anything for you anymore.
oh, now
So
I'm not going to talk. I'm not going to talk to you. I'm not. Now I'm that person. I'm not pissed. But you know what? When they need me to do something, like you said that last time, I'm going to say, no, I'm sorry. Oh, wow, it's not going to work for me.
but you
And
just happened to
then
saying
I
that you would.
bounce them out.
Okay, see, I don't. I mean, I don't even have to do well. Okay, all right. I mean, everybody can do whatever they want. So, I'm going to go over to Crazy Lady. She has been waiting patiently. Thank you. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing pretty good. Uh,
Okay.
I have no problem saying no to people. I know how to say that quite well, and I don't feel bad about it. You know, uh,
So wait. I'm saying you're saying you don't feel bad about telling people no or giving a gift back or what? I'm
well,
sorry.
I don't feel bad telling people no. If I can't do it, I can't do it. If I don't want to do it, check it out. I'll tell you I don't want to do that. You know,
Okay. Now, what
but
of
like,
about a
but
gift
like
though?
if now the gift thing, like with coworkers and stuff like that, it's I'm like chill. Well, I mean, this is like you really don't know the person, so it's all like generic gifts anyway, or white elephant gifts. Um, uh, I know I've probably given gifts to people that they were like, "What the," and it might have been like a gag joke kind of gift, Say, "Hey, I saw this, little fair, and I thought of you," and I'm famous for doing those kind of things. But like, if I give a gift, it's like, yeah, I've thought about it, and you know, yeah, it's either something they collect or really really wanted. You know, sometimes the best gifts are $5 gifts. I think sometimes.
That's true.
Mhm.
You know, um, Now you said something, Crazy Lady, about Amazon gift list. So, are you saying that you look at someone's gift list and you get something for them from there, or
Oh yeah,
what do you?
if a
Okay,
person has a gift list, I love them even more. It's like because then uh, there's a list of what they want or desire or need or whatever. Um, there you go. I can choose from the list. I feel happy. They're happy. Everybody's happy.
and
And gift cards.
and
Gift
that
cards are
that
good
that makes
too.
sense. I mean, I like to give gift cards. I mean, if there's a place that I know that someone likes to shop, then I will go get them a gift card. But Chill has a good point. He says that sometimes you get down to where you only have $2 left, whatever, and people just don't spend it. Me, I was if I wanted something that cost $5, I only had $2 left on the gift card. I would spend the $2. You just have to pay the other three. But that's me. But I think that with a gift card, if you if you're getting it from a store where you know that people like to shop, um, you can't go wrong because they can go and buy whatever they want. They can spend it on themselves. They can, spend it on their kids. They can, buy whatever they want. But some people get offended with gift cards. I have a friend who is offended by getting a gift card, or even if you give her money, because she says, you're not taking the time out. You're not taking the time out to go pick out a gift for me. And she gets really upset. So what do you do with people like that?
Uh, I don't know. I guess I would be like, okay, then you get what you get, depending on my relationship with the person. So the reason why I say Amazon, gifts, because there is some individual out there in the world that sends my dog a gift here at the gorge. It's addressed from him, and it always comes from Amazon, of some toy, one every 6 months.
Wow.
And
Okay.
right. And I've had people, because when there's people, campers and stuff, he's out there, visiting all his friends, and people just, oh, da da da. And I just make a gift list, of Jake, because it's I only buy him a certain food, and stuff like that. And there's some toys that he's gotten that he's like, yeah, that's not gonna work for me, Mom.
Well, I mean,
And there's stuff out there that it's okay, I'm a cheap person. I won't buy my dog $45 pajamas.
You say
I
it's your
just
dog?
can't. Yes, there's this pair of pajamas. They're they're pajamas for dogs. Yeah, but he's such a big breed. They're the cheapest I've been able to find is $45. I am not spending $45 on an article of clothing for my dog. I can't justify it.
Okay. Class 1 probe says, you should have seen the gifts I gave my son as he grew up. It was often an adventure to find. I'm sorry, let me read this again. You should have seen the gifts I gave my son as he grew up. It often an adventure to find them. He went and grew up. So I mean, I think that's pretty cool. Give them something where they have to find or whatever. Makes it, like you said, an adventure, whatever. So Chill, I'm coming back to you. What about what Deb said, or what Crazy Lady said? What do you think about that?
Well, yeah, I had to get a phone call, so I didn't hear everything. So I might have to skip that.
Okay.
But if
All
it's in
right.
reference to, she
So
said, I remember her in the beginning. She said something in reference to Ukraine. I was like, I didn't have any comment on it. I didn't want to get into a different topic. But I didn't want to not acknowledge her as well. So
no. I understand, and that is a different topic, but yeah. So my question to Deb was, when you say to when someone says to you, I simply just cannot say yes. That is, you ask them to do something and they say to you, I simply just cannot say yes.
and they tell me they can't do something I asked them to do. Is it a person? Is this a person close or far, or
It
what
is
kind of relationship is this?
whomever it is. You can, it could be a family member, it could be a coworker, whomever, and you've asked them to do something and they say to you, I simply just cannot say yes.
Is it the way do you take it? Am I supposed to take exception to that because of the way they said it, or the fact that they said it at all?
The fact that they said it at all. I mean,
Oh,
they weren't
okay.
they weren't
Well,
being
yeah.
nasty or anything. Like you asked me, hey Sally, can you go to the store for me, or can you help me move? And I say, I simply just cannot say yes.
You know what? Somebody could tell me hell no, and then I'll still be like, okay, I'll take it. I'm not. I don't take no exception to mostly, unless it's something to just. It might tell me something about that person, depending on what I'm asking. But for the most part, if I'm asking, I never ask questions that I'm not ready for the worst possible answer from. So yeah. So and I don't care how delivery is most of the time either. You may be in a bad space. I understand that, because typically, if somebody gets most situations, if something's outlandish, is a reason why it's outlandish. We may not see it or know, but it's a reason why. It not to say it's justifiable, but if somebody especially polite me, tell me no, Okay, I respect that actually. I respect the person who tells me what they say and what they mean and how they feel. Whether I like it or not, or I get over that. If it makes sense or not, I get over that because at times it's just not even that serious. It's not even it's not up to being liked or making sense. I just move on.
Okay. All right.
I may try to convince them though. I might try to throw. I might ask them a couple questions in there, try to get my way. I'm good at that if I feel like it's just beneficial to all. And now that's one thing that I do. I typically, especially at restaurants, or like bargaining tables, I'll definitely be like, man, wow, I asked you to do this, but you won't. It make no sense. Where's your general manager at? You know what I'm saying? I just offered to pay $500. All I want is 10 extra burgers or something, and you don't want to do it. Did that make sense to you? And if somebody tells me that they're just a stark raving idiot, I'm definitely leaving that establishment. I'm not mad at them for telling me no, or yes, or whatever.
So this is another answer, and I want you to tell me what you think of this. Again, you asked me to do something, and I say to you, before I can say yes, I would have to be very clear about what is expected.
Okay, yeah. So if yeah, so could you take me to work? Yeah. What you gonna do? You gonna put some clothes on. You're not just gonna be on like you on a podcast. You're gonna put on the shirt. You're gonna be respectful. You're gonna wash your butt. Something like that. Stipulations. That's what you mean. Stuff like that. Like yeah, that's reasonable. If as long as they're reasonable, like you're not gonna just say, well, if you ever take you got to ride on the back on the roof, like as long as it's nothing like
Okay, but
that,
okay, but
I'm
okay,
good.
but okay, but what I'm saying is I would have to be very clear about what is expected. So again, you asked me to do something, and I need to be okay. Exactly, what do you want me to do? Do I have to, climb, 7 flights of stairs in order to help you move a sofa up to an apartment? Do I have to pick your kids up from
Oh,
school
gotcha.
and they're horrible kids? Whatever. I
So
mean,
what you're saying
what
is
is
contingent
expected?
upon
Wh-
the answer is
Yeah, yeah,
yes. It's contingent upon what I have to do. Oh
right.
yeah,
Hmm.
that's of course. Yeah, of course. Listen. I do that myself. Bro? You gonna help me move? Do you got your stuff packed? Is they in boxes? Because I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm not coming in and I ain't packing a damn thing, not one iota. Now, what I will do is I will come back and move the big stuff, and you can worry about that little stuff later. But you will not get me for 24 hours. That's not gonna happen. You got me for 6 hours. You got a block. So whether how you last me or not, it's how you last me. But you're not about to monopolize my life and change and make me hate you in the long run.
No, I'm laughing. I'm laughing because I've had so many people in the past who have asked me to help them move, and you walk in, and they have not done a damn thing. They
Nope,
have not
I'm not
even
doing
barely
it.
gotten out of
I'm
bed.
not two men in the truck. They get paid way more than me for how I am for this.
Oh goodness. Oh boy. Yeah. I know. And Juju says you killing me, chill.
But no, that's the real thing. Of course, that's the easiest. Like that's you're not about to be. I'm not about to be. Yes, them badass kids coming. No, I'm not. I'm not. I'm not watching all of them. I gotta take one of them. I'm not taking all three at the same time. You better pick. You know, and they know when their kids bad, right? You know when they badass kids and they don't discipline them. So I'm gonna
Well,
take one this weekend. I babysit one this weekend. You probably gonna have to, because people that do they'll take. You might have to separate them. If you know your brother take one and your sister take the other two, I work with that. I was like call my sister, see if they can take such and such. I'll take her and we can work this out. But other than that, it ain't happening. You
oh
got to stay home
goodness.
this weekend.
Oh my goodness, you're bringing tears to my eyes.
This is my life, Solid
I
Blue.
mean,
Solid Blue, this is my life.
no. No, I mean, but and these are real life situations. I'm not making this stuff up because, like you said, you go and you help people move, and the first thing you want to ask is everything packed up? And a lot of times it isn't, or you take someone's kids and they want you to take, the other five, or even just one. So okay,
I mean,
all
I
right.
will typically because I don't want to be like that. But sometimes you just ain't in the mood. But I want to help you out. And so, like like I'm not gonna be just like coming to when I'm the baby daddy. When I come pick up my daughter, and I know she, so yeah, I ain't gonna be just come get her and not take her brothers and sisters, especially if I have a relationship with them. You know what I'm saying? So I'll take everybody. You know what I'm saying? But she deserves her father. Some instances she gonna just be by herself because we need our time. But other instances she may want them to be involved. Or when you do certain things, like especially in a relationship, you got your child and you got other children that necessarily aren't yours. You got to do everything for everybody. You know what I'm saying? So it depends on the situation, but typically it's nothing wrong if you just ain't in that mood to say, hey, you know what? This is if you want me to help it got to be on Saturday, or what I'm saying, or it's got to be, depending on the situation. Yeah, I'm gonna give you some stipulations. Your
Okay.
boyfriend, your boyfriend can't come. You know what I'm saying. The one you can't stand. Oh yeah, we can go to lunch, but you leave that Negro at home. We not he can't pop up. I don't.
Oh my goodness. Okay, let me go to the only crazy lady. What do you have to say?
See, me and
Oh my
Chill,
goodness.
we would get along. There's nothing wrong with being like that.
Oh my
That way,
goodness.
there's no, you don't expect more from you. I love it when they act surprised when you tell them. You're just like, no, 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 wait a minute. There was no this, and this involved. That was not in the contract.
So let me ask this, and Chill, I'm gonna ask you the same thing, but crazy lady, I'm gonna start with you. What if I say, thank you, but I am not the right person to be asking? You ask me to do something or you whatever, and I say thank you, but I'm not the right person to be asking. What do you think of that answer?
I can appreciate that answer.
Okay.
You know, maybe it's not your job title, or you don't want to. I can appreciate that. You
Okay.
know,
Okay.
I could even deal with. I'm sorry, I can't disclose that information. I'm even groovy with that.
Okay. All right. I'm sorry. I'm still laughing at the moving stuff. So, Chill. What do you think about thank you, but I am not the right person to be asking?
Well, you know what? Are you trying to salt my intelligence? You telling me I'm not qualified to ask you this question. Like I know I'm talking to the. Ain't you the bus driver? I'm asking. You know what I'm saying? Ain't you the bus driver? Ain't you supposed
Stop.
to know what it want?
Stop. You're
If I can
making
go downtown, if I'm going downtown, I'm actually the one connected to 10. Does the 10 go to Kinsman? Thank you. I ain't doing. So who else I'm supposed to ask? At this point, when is it the point that where they gotta get off their butt and do their job and find out? Because I definitely can't figure that out. You gonna know better than I do.
Oh my
So if I
goodness.
ask you a question, I'm gonna hold you to the fight. Like I'm not a dumb person. So if I ask you, it's probably a reason why I'm asking you. And if you can't help me, can you point me to the person who can? So you can.
Look,
So therefore, you're still helping me. So you're not just about to tell me that, and you think I'm about to walk away. That ain't how it's. That's not how it's gonna work. Especially if you was in service. Nuh-uh. That's never how that works. And 9 out of 10, I'm be. I know that you the right person. So you probably gonna be pulling my chain. So now if you pulling my chain, oh, it's really a bad. It's about to be bad for you. Because if you want to do that, we can waste each other's time all day, and I'm gonna end up getting what I want anyway, or getting the answer anyway. But and if not, you gonna be more irritated than I am, because here come the questions.
oh my goodness. Oh
So
my
I
goodness.
don't like that. I don't like But if it's just an earnest, like I really don't know. I don't work here. Like sometimes, how many times you did that? Have you ever done that? That's fun.
Yes,
That's.
yes.
Hey dang, cause you know where the toilet tissue at? You're like, I don't work here. I don't work here. Like, oh damn. Oh damn. Nah, well, you can't do nothing about that. You can't expect them to be like, well, what is the worker at? They can tell me where the toilet tissue at. Like, I'm just shopping. You can't hold him to that standard because he just don't even know. He just weirded out. You already disrespecting him. Let him know that he wears. what Family Dollar people wear to Family Dollar. Like
But
that's
but
pretty.
but chill, what if they're
Yeah,
really not the right person to be asking and
that's what I'm saying.
they don't know
That's what I'm
who
saying.
to direct you to?
Yeah, that's the person that found. That's the person you ask where the toilet tissue at in Family Dollar. They just come and they just shop like you, and you ask them, and you can't get mad at them for not knowing or not knowing what whoever the teller, or I don't know what you call it, the worker is to help you out. Yeah, you
Right,
just gotta.
right.
I mean, that's ridiculous. Of course, you can't say nothing about that. You can apologize. You gotta apologize. My bad. I didn't know. It was just you try to explain it to him. It was just a shirt and the pants. It was the ensemble kind of threw me off. It makes it worse though. You think when you think you make things better, you're just making it worse. It's just the pants and
Oh
this
my God.
ensemble. With the ensemble you had on, like okay, well, yeah, get out my face, guy. Yeah, so that happens to me too, both ways. Apparently, I look like I work at Home Depot. I look like I'm a career worker at Home Depot because that happened to me about 3 weeks ago. I was like, huh? He's like, yeah, I don't know. He asked me about some wood saws or something like that. I'm like, huh? Yeah, can't help you, buddy. I'm sorry.
Oh
So
my
yeah,
goodness.
it's all these are situational, but for the most part, you can't get away with the answer me because I'm not asking you. I probably know that you know the answer, or you know who knows the answer, and you're just not gonna just tell me.
Oh my goodness. All right, crazy lady, I'm coming back to you. So you said that you could appreciate that. After what Will says, do you you do you stand by your answer, or what do you think?
Yeah, I can appreciate that.
So do you think that if you went to the store, you went to Home
Right.
Depot or whatever, and they say, thank you, but I'm not the right person to be asking you, but they don't say, let me get someone to help you or whatever. They just say, I'm not the right person to be asking. Do you just walk away from them, or are you like chill, like you
No, I
go,
say no. Okay, so can you point me to a person that would know that and not have that knowledge?
Whoo! If you ask me that, and I'm just a person there with you, like shopping for stuff, like, whoo, you would not like.
But I mean, like what I mean, I mean, like if they're clearly like a store employee, they have a little apron on or whatever, then I would that be my answer. Like if like I asked for something and Chill was like he said I'm just a customer. I'd be like, okay, well, crap. Now there's two lost customers. What are you looking for? Maybe I've seen it.
Good, good. See, that would be. See now you done drew me in. See how? Oh goodness, she's crazy. She done drew me in. Now we in this together. Like we're trying to figure out what stuff out together. That'd be awesome. That's awesome. That's the best way to do it though. 'Cause if I feel like I told you no and I don't work here, now you still want me to help you? Like what? But yeah, that's awesome. You're right. You're right. But
I
I mean, I
mean,
guess I
you
would
know,
though if I know if I frequent there and I know, I probably would try to help them. But if I don't, if a person that can't take no for an answer, that
like if I saw them like hey, I'm away and I saw something like that over there, but you're on your own.
So I come back, I'm circling back around to my original question about accepting gifts or whatever. And you all have told me all these different things, whatever. So again, if someone if someone gave okay, let me okay. Someone gave you a gift. You're not the gift giver. You are no, I'm sorry. You are the gift giver. Okay. And someone and you gave someone a gift and they really did not like it. I mean, and it showed on their face. But they said, "Oh, thank you," or whatever. But you saw on their face, like as soon as they opened it, it was like, "Oh my God, what is this?" Whatever. But they still said, "Thank you." What would you do? And that's for chill or crazy lady, whoever wants to answer.
If I saw like I really missed the mark, I'd be like, "Oh, you could take that back, or exchange it for
No, no,
something
no,
that
no, no. This
cooler."
time, no, this time they gave you the gift, and on your face, they could see that you didn't like it, but you still said thank you.
All I can think of is Nana and those. She made these fruit cakes, and they were not very good at all. But every year, everyone got one. whether we wanted it or not, and we said thank you.
Okay. Okay. So, are you
With
a
love.
are you a good are you a good receiver of gifts? And when I say that, I mean your face does not, you're able to have a poker face and you're not able to show people what you really think through your face, your facial expressions.
I don't know. To me, like all gifts are awesome.
Okay. All
Really,
right.
to be honest.
Okay. I disagree with you on that one, but all right. All right. I disagree because all gifts are not. I mean, I understand the thought and what have you, but so you're going to tell me that you've never had a gift that you absolutely just did not like.
Oh, I've gotten lots of those. I have a brother that gives me gifts or articles of clothing that are pink. I don't like the color pink.
Does he know you don't
But
like the color pink?
yes,
Okay,
but
so
it's a
for
gift, so I can't give it
okay,
away, and I have to wear it
okay,
once in a while.
but for something like that, if he knows you don't like the color pink, then you know why. Number one, why would he give it to you? And then number two, it's like if you know I don't like this color and you're giving it to me, then am I wrong to say thank you, but this color is not for me, and I'm giving it back to you? Am I being wrong when you know I don't like this color?
Uh, I I mark it up as because I have sick individual for family that think they're cute and funny, but they're
Okay,
not.
okay, all
It's
right,
just my turn for them to torture,
all right.
and I get them
So
back in the long end.
okay. So, Will, I'm going to ask you the same question. I give you a gift, or someone else gives you a gift, and on your face, you open it, and I can see that you just don't like it, but you still tell me thank you. Are you going to give it back to me? Or, I mean, you've already told
Oh
me
no,
on
no,
your
no,
face
oh
that you
no,
don't
no,
like it.
no, 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 oh no, oh no. I'm gonna say, what the hell is this? What you done got me? I'm gonna take this, but I don't know what it is. And I'm gonna use it. And I love you first and foremost, but I don't know what the hell this is. And I'm gonna use it though. I'm gonna keep it. But next year you're gonna have to give me something that I know what it is. Give me something that I know what it is. That I'll tell a person that easy. Like especially for my family. I don't mind hurting somebody's feelings, but loving them at the same time. You just gotta tell them people. You just helping them. You're helping them out. You showing them how to love you. Sometimes I need to know. So that's why I stopped being so offended at things. You helping me learn. I need to know how to love you. You want to be loved this way? Okay, so now you know if I do it after this, I'm either trying to antagonize you or I just don't like you no more. So yeah. Um, I don't mind if it's the person I don't know, then yeah, yeah. I don't mind. It depends if it's just being rude or not, because I'm pretty a loving person in general, and people know that about me when they give me gifts or whatever. So, but they also know I'm a pretty forward person, and you know, I'll work it out typically. I might take it at first, and then I let them know later. In the grand scheme of things, don't you ever give me nothing like that no more. Give me something da 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 da. Da. But I appreciate you, and I love you for it, and that's how they go.
Well, if I ever, if someone ever, I'm sorry, if I ever give someone a gift that they don't like, I want people to tell me so I can take it back and get you something that you do like. Can I take you to the store, whatever? I want you to tell me because I don't want to give you something and it just sits in your closet or you're re-gifting it because I think that's even worse. So, um, Juju, let's
Good
see.
point. I work with.
Okay. Um, Class one says I would tell them to open it after I left. Okay. And that's another thing too. I tend to, when I get gifts, I tend to wait to open them. I don't like opening gifts in front of people because I am admittedly a bad gift receiver because if I don't like it, it will show on my face. And that's just something I have not been able to master since I was little. So I prefer to open it while um uh you know, the person isn't there, so, but, yeah. Well,
I
that's
think you
all
might be
I
spoiled, Solid Blue. I think you might be a little bit spoiled, huh?
spoiled. I mean, how is that spoiled?
I don't know. You just be like, oh, I don't want this, mama. No, what is this, mama? I don't want this. Whew. Well,
I'm
you
telling
gonna get it. You
you.
gonna like it. You gonna wear it. You be
No,
out there wearing.
no, I'm telling you, my mother at Christmas time and birthdays and stuff, she would see my face and she would say, "You don't like it? I'll take it back." And she would literally snatch it out of my hand. It went back to the store, and no, I did not get something in its place.
Yeah, yeah. That's what I did with my daughter one year. I got her a big old expensive grant, like this big old keyboard. She said I wanted her to practice art. I mean, whatever
The
instrument.
piano.
Yeah, it was a big old keyboard, huge. I'm looking at it right now. About $350 worth of it, all of it, and it's just it was a mid range instrument to gotta get her started. You know what I mean? Um, so you get it, and she's like, yeah, I'd rather have an iPhone. Like, first of all, a phone wasn't even an option because you lucky you getting anything this year.
But did she ask
First
for
of
that
all,
particular instrument, or you just
no,
took it upon yourself?
I took it upon myself because the other option was, once again, you wasn't gonna get nothing. So you definitely wasn't gonna get no iPhone. I don't even know how that come out your mouth. So that, yeah. So hey, I ain't never opened it to this day. I plan to use it because I used to play, and I probably will end up opening this on here. But yeah, I'll just keep it myself, and I'll use it myself.
Juju wants to know how old is your daughter?
Right now she's 16. But when I gave it to her, she was probably like around 14, 13, 14.
Okay, so all right, so I have to ask this then. Okay, so you get her this keyboard, whatever, and why didn't you, if you want her to play, a guitar or keyboard or piano, whatever, why didn't you just ask her if you were to play something, an instrument? Why didn't you just ask her what she would like to play, as opposed to you taking it upon yourself?
I well, I don't know. You can't now. That's the part that where I did. You got to think about it. Like I'm trying to be a good giver, right? So I'm the one suggests that you probably want to kind of know what But for me, it was just like my daughter's. She's really decisive when she knows what she wants, but that's when she's really decisive, right? Like, yeah, when I know what I want, I know what I want, but 80% of the time it's just like I don't know what I want. So, or I know what I don't want. So therefore, she's indecisive a lot of times on certain things, and that was one of them. And so I just, it was kind of the basis of everything. The keyboard is the basis of everything. I know she likes to sing, and I know she did want to get into music. So that was, hey, those were the things that I almost encourage parents to make your children do, because your children ain't gonna want to do nothing. Then and you can have that's a show on its own. But yeah, sometimes you gotta make your children finish the season out. Make them no, you going to choir, or you going to church, or you make them do that, because in the long run you feel like, all right, you start them off, better than your child sometimes, and they get into it, they don't like it at first, but then a month later they like, oh, can I get this new? They don't know what they don't know. So you got to kind of push them along in some ways. And I almost did, but things kind of went awry with me and her mom, and we didn't see eye to eye. So it kind of fell to the wayside. But yeah, she didn't know what she wanted. And so I just went with the traditional, like, what was a logical instrument to pick. And
Okay,
that
I
I
mean,
know
no,
she would probably like if she was to get
well, I
into
mean,
it.
I think that does make sense. I think that children, if they're able, um, if their parents are able to have them play something, I think that they should learn how to play something. As much as I hated the piano, I took piano lessons for about 7 years, hated it. But what I really liked was the uh, the uh, the guitar, and I've been playing that for almost 50 years. So I love playing it. But I
Mm.
do believe that you should, I mean, I was in the band, I was in choir, I hated choir, But like you said, my mother was like, "You're going to finish out the year. You're going to stay in that choir for a year." And I hated it, but yep, I was in the choir. So I
And
think there are
yep,
some
20 years
benefits.
later, 20 years later, you like, dang, now I know, like, dang, I'm glad my mama made me do like that. Glad, it's so many like people in this world that they be like, dang, I'm glad my daddy made me, fix every weekend. I couldn't go out and play all the time. He made me fix cars with him, and they get old, like, oh man, I appreciate that. That's that
Mhm.
skill or trade that they made me do. So sometimes you got to do that, and yeah, that's also that's what parents are here to do.
So yeah. So that's all I've got. Crazy lady, do you have anything else you want to say or add or do or?
No, I mean, just be nice to each other, love one another.
And accept everyone's gifts.
Right, yeah, 'cause
Okay.
yeah, I'm telling you, gift cards and gift like lists are the best.
Okay. All right. Chill. You have any last words or words of advice or comments you would like to share?
Um, yeah. Don't call me to move. Don't you call me unless you got them damn boxes packed. I'm not playing with you because
Oh, I
I'm
say
not gonna
don't call me,
throw my
period.
back. You got a dollar. You got right. You got a dollar. You need a dollar too. But that's when you find out who your true friends are. That's your true. When people help you move, them the people who love you. Period. Them the house. That's I'm serious. Like that's how you find out. You in certain situations, you like, man, that's my day one, A1. And if they're there to help you move, they love you. And so don't unless they getting something out of it, they know they're gonna get like a liquor bottle at the end. We ain't talking about the you ain't talking about the uncle, the drunk uncle that know he gonna get the liquor bottle at the end. Talk about your real friends.
Or the person who
Yeah.
knows that they're going to be moving themselves in another month, and they'll be asking you to help them. So
Oh yeah. That is there too. Like when them ain't the same situation I'm talking about. I'm talking about just somebody that's there to
yeah,
help
I
you.
know.
Yeah. But yeah, it was a good show. Nice seeing y'all faces and hearing y'all voices and whatnot. Yeah, that.
All right. Well, everyone, thank you. I just have to mention that Chill will be with Bahram and I on Saturday, March 12th. We are going to be doing our show together, Friendly Differences, at 1 p.m. Pacific time. We will be broadcasting live, so you all will be able to see our faces and what have you. And you guys can make comments either on Twitch and YouTube. So we will be streaming live there. And again, thank you very much. Today is my Thursday, which is my Friday. I will not be back here for my own show until Monday. So until then, and Frankie, you are welcome to come up on the panel anytime. Frankie said at the very beginning of the show that she's always wanted to be on the panel. So Frankie, no problem. So thank you, everyone. Go where the wind takes you, and I hope to see you on what Monday and Friday. So thank you. Bye. Juju and Frankie, thank you both for your Podbeans and your super chats. And Juju, thank you for being the admin. And Juju will be the admin for Bar Ramen and I. So thank you for doing double duty. And Chill, you just had me giggling. I know when I listened to the playback of this show, you have a gift. You have a gift. So have you ever done stand up? Because you would probably make a lot of money.
Just being that's my life. I just gonna tell my stories how I know to tell them. That's it.
Well, everyone needs a laugh at least once a day, and you have given me mine. So
That's
thank you very
awesome.
much.
I'm glad I could do that. Though. It's always a good time, though.
Oh boy.
I'd rather have you smile than cussing at me.
And Juju said that she follows you on Instagram, and she was showing some cookies. Did you see that?
Some
when you
cookies?
were talking about my sister?
On Instagram.
Yeah,
Oh
she
yeah, what I'm
said.
gonna tell? Cause I'm telling on you. You gonna tell? I'm snitching. I'm calling. Oh
Okay,
no,
there she
I was
is. So
talking
she
about
said,
Instagram. But your sister on Instagram.
and
That's your sister Juju. I did not. I didn't know.
no,
I
Juju,
didn't,
Juju is not my sister, but she's saying
oh,
I'm on your Instagram channel, and I recently showed
oh,
cookies. That's what she was saying.
oh. I
So
can't. I can't. What's her? What's the Instagram name?
Juju,
Are
is
you
it?
mailing these? Are you mailing these cookies off to me? Where in which I can sample them? That's the real question. For real, for real.
Juju, I guess you got to send Sheil some damn cookies. So,
Oh, you can
all right,
inbox me. All right. See
all right.
y'all.
I'll see y'all later. Bye.